To be honest with you, I think it was something that I was born with. And also, I'm doing two things that I really and truly enjoy. I've always took pride in my job as a police officer, and I've always had a lot of fun in it. And of course, working out has been a hobby since I was 12 years old. That's something I've been doing pretty much all my life. So I take pride and I find I get a lot of motivation to do those two things because I really and truly love doing them.
Passion. Okay, down here, the red cap. Red baseball cap. If you wouldn't mind stand up as well, sir, so we can have a see who you are. Wonderful.
What were your main influences when you first started training, like what became a bodybuilder?
Okay. I'm gonna tell a little story, and it goes a little something like this. When I was about 12 years old, people used to always ask me if I worked out. And, I guess they were asking me because I was a little muscular even at that age, because I was like one of the rare kids in my neighborhood as far as I could see. And I always told them no. And I got to thinking, all these people asking me if I worked out, what would I actually look like if I did? So I just went in the gym and started training one day. Okay, and from there, of course, I joined the high school powerlifting team. Played football in high school, went on to college, played football there, and ran track and stuff. Go on to college graduation. I go out to Texas. I followed a friend out there because he had a job there, and I didn't have one when I was graduating college. Hired on with the police department in March of 1989. December 1989, I finally got cut loose on my own as a police officer. And I was just working a car one day, and one of the guys showed up and said, "Man, where you work out at? You're kind of big." I told him, "Well, I work out at the station." And he said, "Man, ain't no way." He said, "You ought to come to this gym I work out." First day I go in there, a guy named Brian Dawson said, "You compete?" I'm like, "No." It's like, "Man, you should compete. You'll probably be world champion one day." I'm like, "Nah, it's okay. I got a job at the police department, and I don't want to diet, and definitely want to take no steroids, because I work for the police department and everything." He said, "I don't think you have to do all that." I'm like, "Nah, it's okay." 2 or 3 days this happened. 4th day he says, "Give you free membership to the gym if you compete." At the time I was real poor. I just worked with Domino's Pizza, wasn't making no money. Anything for free, I was gonna jump on, especially for working out, because that was a hobby of mine. So I said yeah, and about 3-4 months later, I won my very first show, 1990, Mr. Texas, and I've been hooked on bodybuilding and training ever since.
Job done. Okay, that's fantastic. These things are our version of it. Okay, another question. Probably we've got time for another 4 or 5. Okay, down in that corner, thank you. Stand up, sir, that's it, thank you.
Hi, Ronnie. I just have a question. As a police officer, you have to go over the test, like, exercises and running. Do you catch people, like, running down the streets, or what do you just shoot them?
Yeah. I don't want to catch them, but I'm in a patrol car. Kind of hard to outrun one of those.
Yeah, it's all done by VA engines. Yeah, sure. Okay, another question. Okay, down here, sir, again. Okay, we'll grab you at the front. Good.
Ronnie, would you say your meeting with Chad Nichols was a big changing point in your bodybuilding career?
Yeah. I always tell people that they always ask, how did you go from 9th in Miss Olympia in 1997 to 1st in 1998? I just tell them, I hooked up with Chad Nichols, and he pretty much showed me how to diet and how to work out the proper way. And that was all the difference it was.
Okay, good stuff. Okay. Another few questions, come on, because we've got... Okay, here we are on the black top. Thanks, sir. Let's have a look at you. Come on, stand up. Thank you.
All right. Do you think to be like world class, in the beginning you've got to have like big, good symmetry, muscle bellies, good tie-ins, and be genetically gifted? You're an average Joe in this crowd, just like train, eat, sleep, and be Mr. Olympia. That's honestly like...
of course, if you don't have genetics for it, you're definitely not going to be it. So I think it goes along with it just about anything in this world that if you're not genetically gifted to do it and to be it, it's not going to happen. And I just happen to be extremely genetically gifted, and of course I worked hard and sacrificed a lot and dedicated myself, and I was determined. So it pretty much happened. Not the way that I wanted as far as I'm concerned, because I never ever wanted to be a bodybuilder. It's something that just kind of like fell into my hand. It's kind of like my destiny for the most part. It's something that path that God put me on. And like I tell people, everybody is given a gift. It's up to you to just to go on and develop it and change your life with it.
Life-changing stuff, yeah, life-changing stuff. Okay, another question, come on. Okay, there, sir, thank you. Let's have a pictures at you as well. Stand up, please, thank you.
Hi, Ronnie. What's your favourite food to eat?
Well, my favorite food nowadays is probably filet mignon. My absolute favorite food is filet mignon.
Filet mignon, eh? For those of the uninitiated, that's posh steak. That's a lot of beef. Okay, that's a very posh bit of meat. Okay, anybody else? Okay, there's sir in the white, thank you. If you wouldn't mind standing up as well, sir, so we can have a look at who's who. Thank you.
Hi, Ron. I was wondering, what sort of training are you doing now? Is it similar to what you did before you stopped competing? Or?
Well, of course, I don't train as hard as I did back then, but right now I'm on the road a lot, just about every weekend. Sometimes I'm gone for weeks at a time, but for the most part, I try to train at least 4, maybe sometimes five times a week. But I just do it as much as I possibly can. But nothing as near as close as I used to do when I was, Mr. Olympia, 8 consecutive years in a row.
That's a point, actually. It's a good question because, I mean, how much international traveling are you doing at the moment?
I just got back from Germany, Turkey, and Cyprus. I was there for about 3 weeks. And before that, I was in Australia for about 2.5 weeks. And in between that, I'm doing appearances also in the United States every other weekend, too.
Okay. And what about when you're traveling? Because I think that's probably part of your question as well. Diet when you're traveling, problem?
Normally, every time I go somewhere, I just, I have a contract and I just put in there exactly what I want to eat, like grilled chicken, grilled steak, rice and baked potatoes, and that's normally what I eat.
And filet mignon when you can get your hands on it.
Yeah, filet mignon when I get my hands on it.
Okay, another question? Anybody come on? He's only here for just a little limited time. Anybody come on? One down the front, there's one. Oh, in the corner, another lady. Good stuff. Ladies first, Gareth. You'll have to stand up, madam. Everybody else did. And no wolf whistling.
When you're at work at the police force...
Hold the microphone up so we can hear you.
When you're at work, like it's a normal job, what are they like with you when you're going on all your shows?
Okay,
getting time off?
Okay,
So
when you were... is this when he was a police officer? When he was a police officer?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you were serving with the county sheriff's office or whatever it was, would they give you time off to prepare for competitions?
Not really. For the most part, we get about 5 weeks of vacation a year. So most of the time, I just took my 5 weeks to get ready for shows and go and do shows and stuff like that.
Okay, there we go. Answer your question? Good, okay. Down in that corner, me as well, sir. Let's have a stand up as well, sir. Everybody else has to.
Hi, Ronnie. Just wanted to ask you, when you're dieting for your shows, did you ever weigh your food out, or was it just when I thought how hungry you was?
I weigh and measure everything that I eat when I'm getting ready for a show. Every single thing.
Very precise science in a sense, isn't it?
Yeah.
It has to be. Okay. Gareth, you were up here. Was there somebody around here who wanted a question? And we sort of bypassed him to the girl. Who was it? Okay. Yes, please, sir. Thank you.
Hey, Ronnie.
Hello.
I just want to know what kind of relationship there is between you and the other kind of bodybuilding competitors, if there is quite a competitive edge, or do you all get on?
Well, for the most part, everybody gets along pretty good. I'm quite sure everybody here knows that bodybuilding is a subjective sport, and of course, we ain't doing no judging, so we don't really hold grudges against none of us because, like I said, we're not doing the judges. We're just presenting, if we should be mad at anybody, it's ourselves, but we don't live up to what we're supposed to live up to.
Okay, good stuff. Okay, any more questions?